ghosts and entities. Some people believe in these while some don't.
But what about you? Do you believe in ghosts? Even if we don't believe in them, it won't affect their existence, right? Many K-pop idols have revealed about the paranormal activities they experienced in practice rooms, to sleep paralysis, and some even actually encountered them. Here's K-pop ghost stories that will haunt you till your death. You'd wish you've never heard these stories, because they'll have you checking your back constantly. So let's start with some known ghost stories, but I bet most of you wouldn't know the ending stories. Blackpink's Lisa revealed many of her paranormal activities, but one of those will send shivers down your spine. Lisa and her sleep paralysis. Once when Lisa was in Jisoo's room and Jisoo was washing her face in the washroom. Lisa sat there using her phone, but when Jisoo came out of the bathroom, Lisa saw a figure and entering the living room. She thought it was Rose, as Rose's room is just beside Jisoo's. But when she asked Rose, "Is that you?" she replied, "Yeah." "What?" But Lisa felt something was off. Lisa thought she was in the living room watching TV, as she also wanted to watch the TV, but Rose said that she's in her room. Then on the very next day something core-shaking happened. She suffered sleep paralysis. She saw a mysterious man sitting on her bed just beside her who was staring at her, but sadly she couldn't move. SM and their practice rooms. In a live stream, S-Pos Karina revealed about the spine-tingling experience that she had in her trainee days, once one was exhausted from tiring dance practice. She decided to get a nap in the females' dance practice room. She was all alone in the room and suddenly she felt an icy coldness spreading into the room. Karina tried to peep through the blanket and what she saw was unbelievable. A girl sitting with her head resting on a table, swinging her feet in the air and staring at her. At first Karina thought it might be some other trainee and asked the people who were in the practice room that day, but they said, when they got out of the room, there was no one inch and the identity of the girl remained silent. IU and her ghostly doppelganger. She once dreamt of Seo In Young walking towards her while laughing in a high-pitched tone. Feeling really creeped out, IU suddenly had a bad feeling that it wasn't merely a dream and forced herself awake. When she opened her eyes, the loud laughter halted. Instead, she saw a ghost girl sitting next to her bed, crouching with her knees drawn in. The ghost girl's hair was disheveled and she wore oversized, tattered clothes. IU was really shocked and kept staring at the ghost girl, who kept her head down to hide her face from IU. When the ghost girl finally lifted her head, IU realized that the ghost girl looked exactly like her. IU was frightened and shouted, "Who are you?" Having already experienced several other paranormal events in that dorm, this incident was the last straw that made IU beg her company's CEO to let her move out. IU revealed that after her label mate also moved into that dorm, they also went through similar experiences. When former Super Junior member Henry moved in 2014, he experienced consistent paranormal activity in his new apartment. He was sleeping when he heard heavy breathing, so deep it almost sounded like low growling. When he opened his eyes, he saw a smog-like shadow above him. To make matters worse, he knew it wasn't sleep paralysis as he could still move his body. Even after experiencing the frightening events for 3 days straight, he tried to convince himself that it was just his imagination. However, his worst fears came true when a fellow celebrity guested on Super Junior member Kyun's show and shared her own paranormal experience. The actress mentioned that she had moved out of her house because she'd seen a ghost while living there. When she revealed the location of her house, Henry realized that it was the exact location of his current house. The story will give you goosebumps. A Pink's Yoonji and her sleep paralysis ghost. A Pink's Yoonji was about to fall asleep when she heard a low, mumbly voice singing the OST of a drama she'd acted in. She intuited that something horrendous would happen if she didn't wake up and forced herself to break free from the sleep paralysis. After using all her might to wake up, she heard someone say, "Look at how strong this wench is." Terrified, Yoonji couldn't move until sunrise and remained frozen in her bed for the whole night. Subscribe and share your paranormal experience in the comment section.